This is the best vodka in the world. You're talking to a man who's put 10,000 hours into a couple things: eating pussy and drinking vodka. I'll bring my wife in if you want. I'm pretty good at the first one too. But this is better than pussy. This is the best vodka you're ever going to have. It's clean. My sleep score's through the roof because of it. It tastes clean. Everyone I've given it to loves this vodka. Tom, tell them.
It's absolutely fantastic. We have a proprietary distillation process. And listen, we are winning competitions. We have gold medals in various competitions. And honestly, you, the people, are the ones telling us how great it is too. This is not just smoke that we're blowing here. We're telling you because you're telling us this is now your favorite vodka. So thank you. And if you haven't tried Porosos, get out to the store. If they don't carry it, tell them you want them to carry it.
Tell them, request it. When you go to the bar, you say, hey, do you carry Porosos? And if they say no, you go, you should. It's pretty freaking awesome.
And then walk out.
You know what I do? I go, do you carry Porosos? And they say no. I bring out a bottle and I give it to them. I go, now you do. Can I get a bottle, a glass of Porosos?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
100%. Cheers.
Welcome to another episode of Two Bears, One Cave. We're here in Austin, Texas, and joining us is somebody who wants to erase the people of Palestine. Give it up for Ari Shaffir, everybody.
Thank you. It's not... Please, I think it's already accomplished.
Let's
It's like saying Stephen King wants to write a book.
let's say this real quick because we want to. There's a lot to cover today, but your storytelling show that was once famously on a network that once thrived.
Isn't that crazy that Comedy Central is just gone?
It's so crazy.
It's crazy. Two things. One, nobody knows what Comedy Central. Two, nobody knows what a network is.
I know.
Yeah.
Even the idea.
But what
of
do you
that.
think of somebody when they're like, "Do you see that new ABC show?" And you're like, "What?
Wow.
Like, what fucking brain
fucking-
damage?
It's
Tell
crazy.
me
The
what
name
you
of the
have."
show, you idiot.
We have colleagues that will be like, I just booked a pilot, and you're like, oh, unbook it.
Really on CBS?
Oh,
So you brought it back. It's called The End.
We brought it back.
That we did.
Yeah.
It's called The End. We here at YMH produced it, and I have to say, I've said this before, the lineup that you were able to procure for this is
pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy, dude. It's pretty crazy. You got Nate Bargatze, you got DeStefano, Gillis, Jordan Jensen. It's a long list. Jay Okerson, Ali Sadiq, Miss Pat, on and on and on. And now
Duncan,
it's
Norman,
it's
yeah,
out.
everybody.
It's out. And you
It's out now. It's 420, guys. You should wait. If you've saved an episode, today's the day to watch.
An important detail that is very Ari Shaffir driven. You can buy individual episodes, you can buy the whole season, but every comedian participates in the back end.
Oh yeah, they're all
of
getting
this.
paid.
Everybody gets
they're all
paid.
getting it.
you're the first person to pay us on when you do a podcast. You'd be like, oh, here's like $200.
And it's crazy
For your
because
ad reads.
your people's reputation.
It's
is
not
not-
notorious.
I've got to
your
fight
thing.
uphill. It's an
Yeah.
uphill battle. It is.
I always thought you'd be like, you were on my show, give me $1. But you actually share.
Tom, I don't know if you realize how offensive that impression of me is, because I have a deep voice. So,
But it is. I'll say this, man. It came out fantastic.
it came out so good.
It's the concept that you came up with that was always so fun to do live.
Yeah,
and
you
then
guys all did them.
We all did the YouTube version
Yeah.
and
What fun times.
and the Comedy Central version, but this is the final end form of this.
The final info. I was just remembering just right now is when we were shooting the like early stuff on YouTube. This is not happening.
Yeah,
And we were doing some runaround scene, and then I had to like pull my pants down to my boxers.
yeah.
And then you go, and then there's all these extras in the front row of that strip club.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, they're like, all right, one more time, one last time. And then you're just like, dick out this time, right? And I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. And that was my production card for a long
And those
time.
balls, you have those crazy big balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know you had like extra big balls like in high school?
Yeah. It reminds me of an episode of Buck Rogers where some guy from another planet goes, on my planet, I'm a weakling. And he bends a metal rod.
Uh-huh.
That's how
That's
my
how you-
people were all big bald.
Yeah, Jews were the first big dick people. It's a slur.
It's a slur?
They do that to the oppressed. Is they say they have big dicks, and it's supposed to. It was like that's like the first thing.
Backfires.
Big. I know. I think it backfired. I think people wanted big dicks, but I think maybe back in the days they were like, "Well, I got a lot of horse riding to do. I don't want
Oh,
to."
it's negative for your.
That's true.
I think having a big dick is the most feminist thing you can do.
Why is that?
Well, like every guy, you're like toxic masculinity, brag about, oh, I got a big dick. Your dick's tiny. Fuck you, piece of shit. Well, why do you want a big dick?
Right.
What would the reason be to have a big dick?
Oh, I know a guy named Doug who
To
I
hurt
met
somebody?
No, to hurt them with their penis.
Please them.
Oh,
no,
Please a woman.
No,
I
but
get you.
but your dick can be too big.
Sure.
And there was a guy, Doug, who was dating this girl that I knew in Tampa. And I went out to L.A., and he was so cool. He was really fucking cool. Like, he said to me, I just met him, he goes, do you want to go to a Clippers game? And I went, yeah. And we went, and he drove and drank, and he was awesome. And then...
That's a good sentence.
and then I said, I love that guy. And the girl was like, I do too. His dick's too big. I don't enjoy sex with him. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having that where you got to end up fucking a manatee just to have your dick fit inside him? You ever see those girls who like they're like walking into a Walmart and they're like 7'2", and they don't look crazy until you see the cars.
Yeah.
She's like, "What's up, plus size ladies?"
They look good from far away. Then the closer you get, you're like, oh, you're way closer.
I mean, it's
What do you
crazy.
think is tall or big for a woman? And then when you go, that's freaky, that's too much. Too tall.
I'll tell you this.
Over 5'4" is like gross.
Yeah.
Beat it, freak.
I dated a girl 5'10", and I'm 6 foot, and it I felt like I was fucking a dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, like it was you couldn't like Leanne's smaller. I can manhandle her. Like you want to fucking throw something around, ragdoll it.
Yeah.
Well, every now and then you want to feel like you're jerking off in someone. You know, like you're just like.
I remember I dated a girl who was 5'10", 5'11". I didn't really think like, oh my God, this is crazy. But then I met a Team USA volleyball player who was 6'4", and I was just like, this is fucking. And she was pretty. Like,
Oh,
she
yeah,
was,
they always
she was,
are.
She was really pretty, but I was
6'4".
like, this is fucking.
You dated her?
nuts. No. I met her.
All right, now I'll tell you that story. I got a phone call one day. I wanted to make this thing. It's a way for other comics to show themselves.
Oh, that's right. You're not hosting your own show.
They did him dirty.
Ari figured out a way to put it up somewhere else.
You thought about bringing it back?
All the time, I need your and Tom's help.
You guys ready for this? Okay. It's a fucking crazy night we're gonna have here.
Shit's about to go down.
And we're here to talk ball. Storytelling show, telling true stories.
Word for word what happened.
My favorite.
Please tell them the story. My story is a love story. It's about
My first threesome.
bad first date.
About ball, football.
Got arrested.
Shitting your pants.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? That's my story.
Don't think about it, just laugh. It's funny.
Shucks.
Please give it up, Mr. Tony Hinchcliffe, Lee Bargatze, Miss Pat Stone, Gillis, John Lamar, Reed, Howard Montero, Jeff Ari Shaffir, everybody!
I'll give you everything I have in my wallet.
Ooh, yeah.
Give me all of that.
That would have been the all-time best story to tell on this show. When it comes to running a business, you've got to be able to meet the demands as it grows. With ShipStation, everything you need to manage getting orders to where they need to go is all in one place. Between USPS, UPS, and FedEx, the last thing you have time to do is find the best option for every order. From setting up time-saving automations to comparing carrier rates, ShipStation takes the stress of finding the best prices, printing the labels, and sending tracking updates off your plate. If you're bringing your own negotiated discounts, you can keep them along with your peace of mind. Over 1 million businesses have trusted ShipStation, including us. The coolest thing, I think, by far, is having an interface where you can see everything that's been ordered, what status is of it, and which carrier is shipping it out. You always know. Try ShipStation free for 60 days with full access to all features, no credit card needed. Go to ShipStation.com and use the word CAVE for 60 days for free. 60 days gives you plenty of time to see exactly how much time and money you're saving on every shipment. That's ShipStation.com. The code word is CAVE. ShipStation.com. Code word CAVE. Now,
I was supposed to be on the end.
You were.
We had a
that's
really we had a crazy story in and of itself, which I wish it had.
and you
worked.
made efforts to
made
try
efforts.
to.
I actually
Multiple trips to New York to try to research her
flew to
story.
New York
a couple times.
to make it happen, and it didn't happen.
Dude, you not being on there was the biggest There's a couple failures of me bringing back my show, and that's one of them. Diaz was having major knee surgery the day of the shoot.
That's
What did
also
you
And then
think?
Sean Patton couldn't get out of his contract. The three of you not being there killed me.
What did you? Were you as surprised as I was at Tracy Morgan?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
Well, you got to tell people now because you're just.
it was one of the coolest experiences. I was one of the craziest, wildest experiences ever.
but
Madam,
to-
there's a,
but-
there's a
but-
story we're not going to go into that involves Tracy
That's
Morgan.
what I'm saying. You got to set up that like you were going to tell a story involving him. That's why we're saying.
So I have a
his
story
name.
about Tracy Morgan
Yeah.
that I now have the permission to tell. I mean, he flat out said, "You have my permission to tell that story."
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
Yeah.
you would do.
And but it was funny his recollection of it, of the night we met. I'd always, I mean, you got to admit, this is like the weirdest part. Is I've always told the story. He pulled out a wreck of a joint, looked like a cat turd, and he hit it, and he handed it to me, and I hit it, and I was like, "Your weed tastes like shit," and he just goes, "I smoke blunts." I went, "What?" He goes, "I smoke blunts. I don't smoke joints. I smoke blunts." And it dawned on me, I'd never had a blunt before.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the confusion where he gave me a blunt for the first time in my life. I was 24, 5 years old, and I hit a blunt. And
you're
I'd
like,
never
"This hits
smoked
different."
a blunt. And I was like, this tastes different. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, you never smoked Sherm before?" Fucking with me. And then he started laughing. He was like recollecting his side of the story, which was so fucking fascinating.
He was like, "Yeah, it was an offhanded joke. I didn't know you're that much of a weakling for
Yeah.
weed."
Yeah.
and then he was like,
Well, you really only hung out with white people at FSU then, huh?
yeah.
Because I smoked so many blunts
Never
Really?
smoked a
Where'd you
fucking
go?
blunt.
to a small school in North Carolina. But like that was also we were like, what are the black guys doing?
We should do that.
We should do that. Yeah, of course.
We got done that day. It was such a cool experience.
Hang on.
Tracy Morgan is like
Meeting him.
he
Dude,
is
we were
the
on
best.
cloud 9. We got done. He was like, for sitting there with him. Frosty tried to hook it up, just like, let's bring you guys
Hold
together.
on, let's step it back.
Step it back.
I get it. So Ari says, "Will you tell your Tracy Morgan story?" And I said, "The only way I'll tell it."
That was disgusting. Or he just killed a gnat and ate it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract.
No. He go. Ari. I said to Ari, I said, "The only way I'll tell," because I've gotten so much shit on the internet.
For the Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
of
because
it.
people are like, "Tracy said that never happens," and I was like, "Whatever. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna. If whatever Tracy wants to say is what Tracy wants to say."
Yeah.
And then Ari's like, "What if we can get Tracy to tell it with you?" And I was like, "I don't know how we can do that." And so I think you got in touch with Frosty.
I was just like, I'm not in the industry. I wasn't even invited to Diddy's after parties.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I was like, Frosty, can you help? I don't
And
know
so
how to do
Frosty called me, and then one morning I'm laying in bed, and I get a FaceTime from Tracy Morgan, and he's like, "I heard you have a story about me," and I was like, and I sat up in bed, and I was like, "Yeah, I do, Tracy. I'm a huge fan. I got to tell you, man. I'm like backtracking, going like, he was like, I like to hear that story. You fly to New York?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "All right. Frosty says you're a good guy. Let's do this." So then I call Ari immediately. I go, "I'm flying to New York. We're meeting with Tracy tomorrow." And we fly in, and Frosty's like,
Let's meet.
"Yeah." And so we go to CAA in
Which is
New
the
York.
Chrysler Building. So you're already like, this is cool. You feel like you're a mover and a shaker.
Yeah.
And the second and Frosty got Chick-fil-A. Like, and not just a little Chick-fil-A, like
So
9
many
bags.
He's like,
bags.
let me butter this guy up. I know what he likes. Yeah.
And he's like, and Ari and I are nervous. And the second Tracy walks in, he's like, "We're gonna do a movie together." Like he just
No.
That's exactly what-
I know, but
yeah.
we're like, that's you're misinformed. That's not
Yeah.
it at all.
Yeah.
So then we sit down.
We're gonna do this film.
Yeah, and I was just
like,
like, "Oh God." So we sit in the conference room, and I start telling the story. I said, "I got to tell you about the first time I met you." And I said, "I was a young comic. I worked there. I was good friends with Tony.
I was a young comic once.
I love Tony Woods. I love Tony Woods. Tony Woods, my brother." Like he added so much to it that like as we're listening, Ari and I are watching this, it's almost magic.
Engrossed.
And I go, and then you come walking down the street and he goes, it was 1999. I just got on Saturday Night Live. I wasn't even famous yet, but I could get in trouble.
Yeah.
Page 6, they got me at Madam X. And that's the bar we went to.
And you're like, that's the one.
Yeah. I go, we went to Madam X. He goes, that was my spot. I mean, it was just like, but he's eating as he's telling. And
Killing Chick-fil-A.
And Ari and I are on the edge, and Ari's punching up my story, like adding in. And then, what's great about this, and we just go back in the story. I was like, Tony introduced us, and then me and you go around the corner and we hit a blunt, and he's like, we hit a joint. He goes, I smoke blunt. But he's eating,
yeah,
and he's so Tracy, and then he just pivot and he'd start telling another story
about something else, about his 4th season on SNL, about some other thing, and you're like, come on, bring
Can we go back?
I have the thing you put your feet in, and the plastic goes around your shoes. You don't have to mess my house up. Like, I mean, it's like, it's so, we're sitting there like this.
Slippers?
We literally are young comics all over again.
Yeah.
We are young comics. And
this whole time, by the way, he is 100% convinced that I am Bert's agent.
Oh, yeah.
100%. I didn't have the beard.
Yeah.
I was dressed, maybe a polo shirt. The way he referred to me was so like, it was so clearly, it was like, he's the Jew and he's the Tom.
You brought your lawyer. That's tight. Yeah.
I remember at one point he goes, he said something about, where did you do? I was just somewhere. Where were you? And I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like,
he was impressed.
I was like, oh, I was at the State Farm Arena or whatever. We went, oh, okay. And looked.
He goes, you on the road? He goes, yeah. I was in. Where is that? You said the city first. He goes,
I was in Philadelphia, and he goes, where? And I was like, the Prudential Center, or whatever it's called.
The Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo, and he goes, Wells Fargo. I said, yeah. I had DJ Jazzy Jeff come out and open me up. And it was and you could see he looks at Frosty, and he's like, okay. And so then, and as we're telling the story, he's just chiming in, and I get to the end, and he says, that's how you get out of paying a check. And I'm like, oh my God. We're like, this is exactly how we want to do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm in.
I'm in.
First, he looks at me and goes, you have permission to tell that story from now on. That's your story. And I was like,
Great.
And then I'm like, great. And then he goes,
hey, do you think?
I go, but we would like you to tell it. And he goes, all right, let's do it. Frosty set it up. And so we're like, great. And we're like, awesome. Me and him go to a bar. I don't think you were drinking.
What am I?
I think you were doing a sober stint.
Oh, maybe.
And we went to a bar and I just had a drink. I was bubbling. Because I have this story that notoriously people think I made up. Yeah. Everyone thinks I made up. That now I have the guy who
you did it with
corroborating. Me and Ari and him he's corroborating and telling me.
Yeah, but you were like, we went to this bar and he's like, Madam X. You're like, yes, that's the one.
And he starts
I went there all the time. I know those ladies. I was on page 6.
Yeah. And so we get done the story and I'm like, this is amazing. This is going to be great because, I've always wanted to say I didn't make that story up. But, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. It's like I never wanted to bother Tracy. If he didn't want that story told, I wasn't going to tell it. And I was like, this is great. And then Frosty calls, or I think maybe his other agent called. One of his other agents like, Tracy, you can't do it. He's because it was beautiful in the room. But I don't think Tracy was like, what we're gonna do on stage. Like, and I was on my head, I was like, the exact same thing we just did.
Yeah. We don't have to plan it.
And they were like, yeah, Tracy's busy. He's got a new show coming out. We got a lot of stuff going on with him. And I was like so deflated. And then Ari's like, just you tell it. But I was like, I'm going to be in the same boat. I've always been with that story.
You were defeated
where
too.
No
you
one's
felt
going to
defeated
believe
because you wanted
Tracy,
to do it a different way.
Yeah, Tracy said you could tell it. And then people would just be like, can't believe he's telling that fucking story. It's a lie. It never happened.
That sucks because that would have been awesome.
It would have been.
The one.
I wish.
Do you regret not doing it now? Now you see everybody's doing it?
No, because the way, like what you're saying though, with Tracy being there and being like, that would have been very cool. That would have been very cool.
I could have done it with such little Tracy effort if he had just come up and just gone.
Because your impression would just be like, hey, you do this part, Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you have said? He would have done the same thing that he did in that thing. You'd have been like, all right, so then we went to that bar, do you remember? And then he would have been like, you remember 125th when I used to go to the place with the chicken thing? And you'd been like, wait, we're talking about this story, right? He just would have totally said non-sequitur.
The best part was there are parts of that story. So like in every story I tell, there's parts that are just so true that they don't really work, but I hold on to them because they're true.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I said to him, and then I watched you go on stage and you had this observational material and you were like, all right. Who remembers finger fucking by the handball courts?
Yeah.
And he smiled and he goes, I will pussy pop that bitch. Yeah. And he goes into the bit that I watched him do 25 years ago. And I'm like, I've been saying that. Anytime I've told that story to friends, I've been telling that bit. And he goes, and then I said, well, you got into the bar and you held up champagne. You go, I got a pretty dick. You can suck him with the lights on. He goes, I do. But it was so fucking magical that I was bubbling. When thinning starts, it's not just your hair that takes a hit. Hims makes it simple to take control of hair regrowth and regain your confidence. They offer convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that actually work. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. I'm hoping it's 3. I'm I'm on all of that right now. And I don't know, something happened. I think it's my blood thinner medicines. My hair just started disappearing and I got really panicky about it. And I'm on all of it now. I'm on all of it. Hims provides 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first and work with your schedule without hidden fees and surprise costs. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, weight loss, and more. All the stuff I'm on. Visit hims.com/bears. That's hims.com/bears for your free online visit. hims.com/bears. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescriptions required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack, hydration, and coffee sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, Q Mix hydration mix, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious low-sugar brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ Bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. IQ Bar's plant protein bars are the smarter snack choice, with plenty of plant protein, tons of fiber, and no sugar added. IQ Mix is a zero-sugar drink mix that hydrates with electrolytes, improves mood, and boosts clarity. With over 20,000 five-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their busy lifestyles with IQ Bars, brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3, and I gave them to my mom, and my mom said, quote unquote, it does everything. I swear to God. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text BEARS to 64,000. Text BEARS to 64,000. That's BEARS to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. Do you remember when you were young and you had something happen in your career and you said, this is going to change things for me?
Yeah.
And then after a while, you're like, nothing changes anything.
Yes.
It's really hard to move the needle. This was one of those things where I called Leanne. I was like,
It's huge.
this is huge. This is bigger than a movie. It'll go viral. And I was like, I was so excited. And then and I understand Tracy backing out. I understand him going like, he didn't know what he was going to do on stage with me. And I'm very well versed in the story, and Tracy's just standing.
Yeah.
But he was so fucking.
It was so fun. It was like if we had filmed the room, it would have been just
You
perfect.
could have just aired that.
Yeah.
And by the way, he must have had fucking 3 breakfast sandwiches.
He just kept going.
He kept eating, and he was like, "Oh yeah."
He was like, "Oh, don't get me started
Do you
on
know what I did?
those."
Do you know what I did? Do you remember that clip we saw of him a long time ago when he was talking about being on the football team and his coach yelling at him, Donnell, you're not Doug Flutie."
Yes. I remember the Doug Flutie part. Yes.
He immediately went into it.
Really?
And it was like, you put pads on somebody. Dude, he is, there's a phrase that bothers me online, and I think mostly because no one ever says it about me, but they're like, protect this man at all costs. They do it with like Michael J. Fox or Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And they do it to like females all the time. Natasha Lyonne got pulled off a plane. She was relapsed or whatever. Protect this woman at all costs. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It bothers me because it suggests the person's weak and they can't protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm like, it's a fucking weird thing. Do that guy. He is a national treasure. Like comedy wise,
So unique. Yeah.
the most unique voice.
Have you ever listened to that album? He put out some album a while ago where like you can hear that people in the audience are like, what's happening?
Oh my God.
It's like, when you come home at 3 a.m. and you got to step over a motherfucker passed out. You're like, Kevin, you got shit all over yourself. And you're like, what is going on? And because
Just half
that he's
following,
actually,
remembering.
that makes sense to him. Like he's telling stuff that you're like, your mind is so unique. His delivery also, he can make reading a menu funny.
Yeah.
He can do
Saw
anything
some like
fun.
young, like he was like at the stand once he popped in. And he was like looked at the people on the side. He was, how old are you? This was like 23, and he was like, damn, I bet you piss hard.
The best Tracy Morgan story I ever heard was I've heard a bunch of them. Like Sickler,
You
got
got
an
the
amazing
best
one.
Sickler's story is unbelievable.
Really?
Sickler's
It's
story is
unbelievable. It's
The whole Tracy
unbelievable,
Morgan
dude.
episode. Yeah.
You could do a Tracy Morgan episode. I had the guys at ICM, the guys at ICM.
Insane
when the first time that story got out, the guys at ICM were like, "Yo, we tried to sign him," and I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he told us he wanted to do a general meeting on a Saturday afternoon at a Dave & Buster's. And I was like, really? And they go, we got there, and he threw his birthday party for his kid with all his kids' friends, and we paid for it.
No, that's unreal.
Tracy
Dude.
Morgan was like, yeah, Dave & Buster's, 11 a.m., bring presents.
Wow, they should change the name to Tracy Morgenstern.
That's
so
incredible.
cheap.
You have to do it you have to hear Ryan's story like fully.
I haven't heard it.
It's
Oh my God.
I don't want to but he
I'll see it
basically met him on a night, like kind of like Bert did, and had his own adventure with him that like was completely unprompted and unplanned, and it's wild.
We'll
It's-
never get another one of those. And
Yeah.
I think,
Tracy Morgan?
yeah, because he showed up
Cameras.
at a perfect time. Cameras.
Yeah.
cameras.
You
Yeah,
can't ever be. I mean, you'll never get another Stanhope.
Cameras.
Cameras.
I met him at Oddball. That's where I met Tracy.
Tracy?
The Oddball thing like 10 years ago.
Wow.
And you go up to every night. It was a different amphitheater backstage, and I'm walking. I get dropped off. Like the car service would pick you up, drop you off, and you're walking in that backstage area. And I see a white, massive Rolls Royce, and I'm like walking. I'm like, look at this fucking Rolls. And then I see Tracy, and he's in all white with a massive dookie chain and a medallion like this. And I'm like, what's up, dude? I was like, this your Rolls? He's like, yeah, you want to check this shit out? And I was like, yeah. And he had a chauffeur, like a guy in a fucking suit driving it. He's like, I just got this shit. This is how I roll, I was like, yeah, this is fucking amazing.
Not to take away from what Mark and Sam do on morning television, right?
Yeah.
Like they're really great at
They're
undermining.
living in that guy's. He paved the path.
Tracy Morgan
Yeah.
paved that path.
of morning,
Yeah, and Dad.
the Chicago
Dad,
one,
Mom, or whatever.
Horace Grant, holla, like that one.
No, Tempe.
He's in
when
Chicago.
he just takes his shirt off and
Grant
starts
Holler.
going, that's my mating call. I'm getting someone pregnant tonight.
Yeah.
And by the way,
That's Arizona, I think.
no one will ever appreciate that.
Yeah.
Only because, and I've done it too. I've taken my shirt off on radio on morning, gotten in, going thunderstorms, whatever.
What?
We're all doing
Tracy,
an impression of Tracy.
derivative of
Yeah.
Tracy. Yeah,
I mean when he did that, there was no frame. That was when you were like, yo.
the Chicago one is just—it's unbelievable.
I haven't
He
seen
just starts-
Chicago one.
he
I saw
starts-
Arizona.
Can you play
Oh
one?
my god!
We're about to get some pregnant up in here. That's
Yeah.
Arizona. It's
He's
just-
and they like lay.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Can we hear it?
Yeah.
Enjoying the Chicago summer.
Turn it up.
Chicago, I just hit White Castle, y'all.
Hell yeah.
You an early morning guy, Tracy?
There you go.
Early morning guy, this is what it is. How you get this big and this sexy.
I hope Oprah's not watching. She might go nuts.
Hey, Oprah!
What are your
Oprah.
tattoos?
He's hollering at Oprah.
Oprah, come out and see me. Oprah. Bring Gail with you. And Stedman. Stedman, holler at me. Call me, Sted.
Stedman, call me.
He's so
Wait,
serious.
hit pause. He's
so
so
serious.
serious.
Yeah.
He's
Call
so
me,
serious. He's not laughing.
No.
He's like, Stedman, call me.
And look at this guy on the far left's like, the fuck's going on? He
fuck?
doesn't know.
How old is Tracy? Can you find out how old he,
He
is
looks,
in this?
he looks in his like
He's got to be 32.
Yeah,
tops.
yeah.
18 years ago.
18 years ago.
He's so mad. Did you ever see
How old is he?
He's like 30,
39.
39.
39? Damn. I
Yeah.
guess black has an inability to crack.
He
Wait.
looks
Go back to it.
young.
Tape as is. You can have Star Jones all to your very self.
I like the Star, the skinny Star, but Big Star was good. I love Big Star. That was she was sweet like being Big Star. You got it?
Yeah.
Getting
You
that
did it
close.
great. It's all right. You got, well, you know, come
Give
on.
me kids. Give me a kid.
It's a little bit much this time of the morning,
I love
Tracy,
this,
but you know.
this right here is forbidden love. Black man, white woman on TV, this is forbidden love. I feel like Jim Brown.
Yeah.
I feel like Jim Brown. We crossing all kind of lines here. Yeah. News. I'm having an affair with her. What's your name again? Don't worry about it. I love you.
He's
I want you to have my daughter. Please have my daughter.
Please have my daughter.
I think it's so serious again.
It's like
Lovable.
he's pulling from like it's like he's pulling lines from a novel. Like
Scroll along. I think he lays on the table.
Is Tracy Morgan black norm?
Oh,
Doesn't he end up laying on this table?
Yeah.
he does.
Go back
Go back a little
to
bit.
the beginning of the hump.
Yeah.
Let's see what got him there.
Showing a clip.
This?
Sure, why not?
This guy's
See why
like,
the women love you, Tracy.
This is my impression of a pregnant woman.
You know what? This is going to be dubbed like a million times on the internet, and we're going to be the two morons sitting behind him going, I don't know what.
We don't know what he did.
you can't even suck it in
don't
too
know
much.
what
We got,
Alien.
we got 90 seconds left, Tracy.
All right, what we gonna do in
You're going
90
to
seconds?
be at the Improv in Schaumburg.
We are at the Improv in Schaumburg.
That's how you sell a
What,
ticket.
black people live out there?
Any black people live out there?
Schaumburg.
Not really.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Hey, yo, Bishop Don Juan, come on, let your boy. Bishop Don Juan. Bill Cartwright, come see me.
Bill Cartwright.
I
Come
don't know what
see
to
me.
say, Trace.
Just say you love. Say you love me. Hey, Barack Obama. Yo, I gave you like $15 for your campaign, man. Give back to the community.
Oh,
Barack.
man. It is going to be a red carpet night in Schaumburg. Barack Obama, Michael Jordan, Oprah. They will all be there to see Tracy Morgan. Here's the information on your screen.
Oh man.
He is.
Oh my God.
He is Black Norm.
He's black norm.
Norm's because.
Take over an interview and not just go, I'm going to be funny in the interview. I'm going to make it a different thing.
But can I tell you the thing that will never happen again is I think it's the thing about Norm is you have to really not care. Like you have to
not care.
You have to
Tracy
really,
doesn't give a shit about
you
this
have to
morning TV.
let the fact that people are going to say that wasn't funny.
Yeah, you gotta let it go. I bet you didn't know that one man every single hour is diagnosed with testicular cancer. It's the most common cancer in men aged 15 to 35, which is why April is National Testicular Cancer Awareness Month, which is why I want to shed some light on Manscaped's partnership with the Testicular Cancer Society. Not only do they put $50,000 towards the cause, they also just dropped the TCS Ball Hero Bundle. It includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra TCS Special Edition and Special Edition TCS Boxers 2.0. Join the over 13 million men who trust Manscaped and use the code BEARS for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com. I've been using Manscaped products for years. It's honestly my favorite trimmer that I've ever had. I travel with it everywhere. And here's the best part. By ordering the Manscaped TCS Ball Hero Bundle, you're helping raise awareness for testicular cancer. Every purchase helps spread the life-saving message. Hurry, there's a limited supply, so these special edition products won't last long. Get your bundle while supplies last, and let's help raise awareness for testicular cancer together. Get 15% off your entire order with the promo code BEARS at manscaped.com. Visit manscaped.com/TCS to learn more about how to check yourself or make a donation to @TCS Society today to save lives and balls.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let me tell you, if there's anything I've learned lately, it's that you can't prepare for everything. And it's the stress of the unexpected, uncontrollable parts of life that can be the hardest to cope with, especially when it comes to finances. What seems like just a little money problem can turn into a mood, a sleep, a relationship problem faster than you can think. Studies show that 88% of Americans are feeling some form of financial stress. So if that's you, know that you're not alone or failing. That's why BetterHelp is a shining light on how important it is to have the right kind of support for financial stress. Therapy isn't about someone telling you how to budget. It's about having a place to unpack all the anxiety, all the pressure, all the stuff that comes with trying to take care of yourself, plus all the people you love. When life feels overwhelming, therapy can help. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/bears. That's betterhelp.com/bears.
Well, that's what was so cool about, like, once Sam and Tom, all you guys started making fun, it's like, this doesn't matter. Nobody comes out so let's have fun. Let's make a clip.
Yeah.
Like he did.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Sam and Mark kind of used them for the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have no interest in the press itself.
Dude, Sam's been doing this. I just see his posts of it where he just goes for an absolutely not okay morning show joke. Like he just goes for the hardest joke. It's so fucking funny what he does. He goes for like abortion jokes at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can see how scared they get. They're like, and then they're like, all right, and you can go see. Like it's like a way to get out of it, but it's a really funny approach to it.
Norman's first one was authentically fucking hysterical.
Yes,
the first time he did it, because you can tell he was he was still drunk.
Super
That's
hungover.
the best
Norman,
of those is when, and he was cursing on air.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little gay. and that's the...
I love fucking with the morning people. It's the best.
It's just so funny. They realize this doesn't sell tickets.
Yeah.
You know what? They're getting ready with it in the background on their way to work. With
The
people
first
that are
time I
like
ever
housewives.
fucked off with it, I was like, why are we doing this? And
you
they-
started doing DJ Dadmouth.
DJ Dadmouth, the full character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that fat piece of shit. By the way, guys, this is not makeup in a character. The only thing he added there was a gold chain. Everything else was just his outfit. That was his regular fat.
I did
disgusting
that
piece
show
of shit.
right after Tom did.
Yeah.
And they were like, are you going to do, like one of the guys were like, yeah, and your friend Tom's like a DJ now. And I was like, what? And I was like, they're like, yeah, he's DJs. That's like his big thing. He does do stand up, but he's a DJ.
The big thing that I would do on these when I started doing that the clubs would go, what the fuck? Is I would say I'm a DJ, and then they're like, you'll be at the, at the Improv, and I go, don't worry about that. It's all about the after party. There was no after party. And I would go, meet me at this like bar. I'm going to be DJing. And I'd get off. They go, what the fuck are you talking? You told people not to go to the show. I was like, no one's watching this, man. No one who's going to buy a ticket is watching the 7 a.m. fucking news. They're not. And they were just like, all right. And once the shows would sell anyway, I'm like, what? They're already sold. Why are we doing this? Because we need you to do this.
So I got to tell you, out of all of that, like out of all the fun fuck off, I one time witnessed Daniel Tosh do morning radio with material.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything more powerful in my life.
He
did morning radio and did bits and didn't tell them he was doing bits. He did bits.
But disguised them.
Yeah. And it was fucking destructive where you were like
Byron Allen?
They were like, do you have anything you want to talk about? Because he was a Bob and Tom guy.
Yeah.
Like, and he was good.
Was he really?
Oh, hardcore. And he gave them gave them 5 bits, but all he knew is that first one, he was never going to let them talk again. And so they said, so tell us about,
what's going on?
Yeah. What you watching
Then he's
football?
like,
and he's like, I love football. I love guys that do steroids. I think they should be sponsored by Campbell's Soup. So we turn them into vegetables. And he just did his fucking
material
and murdered. God.
That probably did work then for sales. That probably did.
I mean, but it's so interesting what sells now.
Do you forget, by the way? I totally forget. I only remember when I get into like a rental car.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh yeah, the radio. Like I forget
the radio.
but I forget.
I know, yeah.
I totally forget. You'll be driving and then you go like, because you haven't connected yet, and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm always connected, like Bluetooth. You know that there's people still turning on the radio.
When I came back to New York from Ecuador and I was driving, Sal was letting me stay at his like crash pad in somewhere, and I was driving I would get New Jersey like conservative radio, but morning radio.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I heard it. So it was a mixture of conservative thought and morning. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it'd be like, top 5 things New Jersey's known for. It's a blueberry state. By the way, the mask is a badge of compliance. It would just like go on and on, just back and forth, be conservative and like fun. That was pretty.
Those old school talk radios, AM talk radios, were good. I was helping you out.
It didn't really go anywhere.
I mean, I was just
helping out.
You know what I like? You take risks, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I like taking the swing.
Wow.
So tell us about Ecuador.
Hold on. We should make a big point that May 9th, the 5K.
Oh, the 5K.
The 5K is back. You can sign up. There'll be conservatives there. There'll be Jews, Christians, Muslims.
You've run our 5K before.
Not really. Because I ran it with Brian Simpson, who he's so fat. I think he's doing better, but he was like, we started running, and I mean, 30 seconds, like, hold on, let's walk for a second. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then eventually he's like, all right, let's pick it up again. Let's run.
Yeah.
And then another 30 seconds, like, all right, let's like walk for a second.
Where was that one? And
we got there late.
That was in LA.
LA, yeah. And then he goes, you can go ahead. I was like, no, Brian, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's catch up. And man, walking that 5K is beautiful.
In Pasadena?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I walked
It took
with Jelly.
45 minutes to an hour, and yeah, we killed it.
Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
That's a big window.
We passed that the meatloaf or whatever, and going the other way.
You guys stopped to eat?
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll. And he was
meat roll.
And he was fucking running. And then that's when Brian was like, shit. And then we got sort to the end. So this is a place you can get to the end where you can see the finish line. And I was like, dude, we have got to work up a sweat before we get to that finish line. They're taking pictures. He's like, you're right. So we just ran around in place for like 20 seconds, enough to get him going. He goes, now let's go. We just ran the last 30.
That, by the way, when you see, I experience this when I'm out running now, is you'll be out on a run. I'll go to this trail and I'll see either like an older person, a fatter person, a woman, and they're ahead of me, and I'll just be like, you cannot let this person
pass.
Or just beat you in this. And it just in my head, I'll go, you have to fucking run past this person.
Oh, I ran in San Francisco.
I don't mean any woman. I just mean most.
I ran in San Francisco.
Any woman is right.
When we did the MLB for Netflix.
Yeah.
I woke up that morning at to see the sunrise. I wanted to see the sunrise.
What did you guys do? You called the game?
No, I just did
he did something for it.
Just did something for it. Just I announced the teams.
What'd you play? Koi?
No. What?
You announced the teams?
Yeah, like ladies and gentlemen, the New York Yankees, ladies and gentlemen. And so, but I got up at 6 in the morning. I want to see the sunrise. I haven't been drinking, so that's the only joy I get in life. Yeah, no. Oh, buddy, you have no idea. It's calling me. All I get are.
Wait, you still
hang on. Let's wrap up the 5K before we start talking about booze. So I go out for a run, and there was an Asian woman who was run walking.
Yeah,
run walking.
And she was in front of me the whole. She'd run and then walk, and I'd almost catch up to her. It's like this bitch was
again.
It's like, nope.
It was almost like I was chasing her in old school Vietnam. You know?
Yeah.
Through the jungle.
Yeah.
And she would just run walk, and I couldn't get past her. And running in San Francisco, everyone was faster than me. Everyone, because they're all tech kids that don't really now let's talk about drinking. Sign up for the 5 Bears 2K. Whatever, you know.
2bears5k.com. It's May 9th. It's at the Pasadena Rose Bowl.
During Netflix The Joke.
It's during the festival, and it is like a fucking fun day. It's not just for.
You're committed for the Shaq thing, just so you know.
I'm not.
You
God damn it.
You're Shaq to the fool right now.
Why? Are you leaving?
I'm not going to be there. I promise.
Well, it's me, Matt Rife, Mark Norman, Sam Morrell, I think Stavi.
That's a great line.
I know, but I wanted you on it. I think we got Miss Pat's going to be on it.
Jesus,
it's a great lineup. Anyway, let's get back to these kids.
These kids.
So, I'm not drinking, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You think your memory's worse when you're not drinking?
No. And so what happens is, I haven't slept. What happens is your phone really does listen. So if you go into my algorithm, all it is sobriety stories.
No.
That's all I get every fucking day. And can I tell you?
Do you still have your pull the fucking latch day? Is it still
July 12th?
It's happening.
What
July
is that?
12th.
You're gonna drink.
And I would put this to you.
July 12th, you get to drink again?
Yeah.
You should record yourself.
Well,
what are you
going
gonna
Can I tell you? I was thinking about what would be a great city to fall off the wagon.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
No,
that's where we stopped to Sober October once.
I know, but think about. Then you got to think it through, because New Orleans can be a little depressing in the morning.
Phnom Penh.
What?
Phnom Penh, fuck a child.
Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
Okay. Once again, that's too far of a flight.
Okay. Let's keep thinking.
Okay.
Hometown, Tampa.
No.
Play golf, drinking the course.
No, because then I got a bunch of dudes that I fucking grew up with.
In here on a podcast with your best friend.
You want it to be like Aspen, so you're like.
I don't know.
High altitude. No, low altitude. Drink more.
Low altitude. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beach. You like that? You love sun.
I love the beach.
The Dead
I
Sea.
love the
Below
beach.
altitude. Drink even more than you would.
Baruch
Again,
atah
too far
Adonai.
of flight.
You want
Too far of a
something
flight.
like-
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep thinking. I keep hearing Nick Swartzen's Key West stories, and I go, Key West would be a good place.
Yeah.
The Turks and Caicos, Jamaica.
Wow.
Jamaica.
I could make a flight to Jamaica, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands.
A Caribbean thing would be cool.
Caribbean, like to fall off the wagon.
What's a great drinking town? What's known as a great New York City, Chicago?
But I keep saying like Chicago would be fun.
No, you want the sand. I think you want the beach.
What I
too.
want is 3 days of drinking. I want 3 days of like Cayman Islands. Get up, cocktail in the pool.
Yeah.
Run it in the afternoon.
You should
take a
book
nap.
this ahead of time, so it's like a
know.
whole thing.
But I'm trying to think of the best place, and everyone always goes Chicago, New York, and you're like, yeah, but New York's
I
like.
kind of feel like this
that's
is just how I look at my own unwinding. I never really unwind until I leave the country. So like I think if you go to like even if it's a Caribbean island, it's not that far, but you're just unplugged from home, it's going to be a more fun experience.
And plus July, summertime. You know what? Chicago and New York are drinking towns because you drink consistently there. But you're talking about drinking hard and well for just a few days.
And enjoying and beautiful views.
I think he's right. I think he's
yeah,
right.
you don't want to be in the concrete jungle, dude.
No.
Looking good, Billy Ray.
Feeling good. But yeah, July 12th, I fall off and I can't.
Why?
Wait.
What is this? What's going on?
I got a blood clot in my leg and traveled to my lungs.
Oh.
And so I got on blood thinners. Dude, I
thought you were already on blood thinners.
Let me tell you the thing. No. I take baby aspirin. But now I have a little bit more perspective. When they told me I couldn't drink for 6 months.
Yeah.
Dude, it felt like.
Death sentence?
It felt like a death sentence. I was like, I remember the first thing I said. I was like, what am I supposed to do for the Super Bowl? And the doctor was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, NASCAR. I got the Daytona 500. South Beach Food and Wine Festival. What are we talking about? Like, how am I going to do this?
It's in the name.
And then you don't drink, and then you're like, oh, I cannot drink for anything. Like, not drinking is.
It's not been hard?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. The hardest part, honestly, is flying, because I do know.
You're always
I do know
flyer.
that in turbulence there is something that can make me go away.
I've never, dude. It's been years. When we had that like weight loss competition, and Joe sent us to San Francisco to go watch the Warriors and Cavs play.
Yeah,
this is when Bron was on the Cavs, so we were like watching Bron, Steph, like the two premier teams. And this guy picks me up at my house. He has the car service come to my house, and I get in, and he's got the 64 ounce like 7-Eleven mug with crushed ice, and it's just vodka soda. It's 64 ounces, dude. It's massive.
Wow.
And I'm like, what is it? He's like, I mean, it's early. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. He drinks that, and I'm like, holy shit. He's like, have one. Come on, man. Fucking have one. So I'm
Such
like,
a good peer
yeah,
pressure.
I'm like, okay.
You're not a drinker.
No.
And we walked into the Admirals Club.
Oh, right
And-
away
and-
at the airport, they're like, Bert! Like the bartenders.
Everyone.
Yeah. And then they like put it down. They're like, here you go. Like he doesn't have to say what he wants.
I never said his name was
There you
Carl.
go, yeah.
He's passed away now. Carl would put down drinks, and then every time right before I go to get on the plane, Carl would go, "Hey, traveler." I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Caucasian?" I go, "Please." And then a coffee cup, like a big coffee cup, he'd make a White Russian for me. So it looked like I was drinking coffee on the plane, and I get on the plane with a White Russian and just sip. Oh, dude.
Bro, by the time we landed, he's like 7 doubles into the day. And then we go to the hotel and he's like, let's check out the bar. Let's go have a drink at the bar, right? And I'm like, I need to take a nap right now.
I'm already bomb drunk.
And then we go to the game.
Your ability to not pass
Drinking just keeps going on. So when we finally get back, like I'm really like hanging. I've had 4 drinks, he's on whatever. And then he's like, let's go smoke a cigar.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like,
thought you were going to, I was wondering if you were going to remember that.
And we go to start smoking a cigar. And then I'm sitting here smoking a cigar, but I'm like, oh, Jesus. Like, I never drink this much. And so finally, like, we're getting to the end of our cigar. I'm like, all right. He goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm going to go to bed. He goes, don't you want this feeling to continue? Like, don't you want this to just keep going? And I'm like, no, I want to lay the fuck down.
There is a different thing that you get where it's like, let's go hard. And that other normal people go like, I can't, nothing I want more than laying in a bed.
Yeah.
It would be so nice.
No.
So you're 3 months into sobriety.
Can I tell you the crazy part is I just got blood work back.
Yeah.
Well, don't listen to that.
You've always been perfect.
Dude,
blood.
Don't
I know,
listen to
but
that
my
blood work.
liver now is healthier than it's been in years, and I cannot wait to put a fucking dent in it. Dude, all I hear, I cannot wait for it to go, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
I got my numbers back, and they've never been like in the 18s and the 20s. It's always, 36, 45, all right at the top. Boom. I'm like ready to get after it.
It's almost like you can connect these dots.
Blood pressure, Tom,
Perfect.
low.
Really?
I got low blood. They're taking me off meds.
No way.
Wow.
I'm off meds. I'm on it's
Do you
crazy.
realize-
So no part of you
Like-
goes, I'm going to not drink now?
Like everybody's
I'm
in
sorry.
the
I'm
fucking.
sorry. I apologize. I'm really
Well, hang on. Hang on.
look
Think
you
about it.
gave me,
Hang on. Here's the deal. Let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
Break it
You
down.
will not be remembered. No one will remember you.
Yeah.
You will have no legacy.
Wow.
When you're the last person that remembers your name is dead, no one will ever talk about you again.
Right.
That's it. It's over. Life's a cash grab.
That's true.
So don't ever fucking think it's anything more than a cash grab.
Okay.
All these fucking influencers waking up and cold plunging in sauna and running 12 miles and doing 100 miles, thinking that they're going to leave a legacy. You're not.
Yeah, okay.
You're fucking not.
Okay.
You're going to die next to Doug Stanhope.
True Bears 5K coming May 9th, 2026.
But it's that's all I'm getting is influencers.
Yeah.
And it's like they've, you get half of them, sobriety is their brand, where
Yeah.
they're trying to monetize it. Like
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
some fucking
Lame.
piece of garbage today on the side of a fucking thing, and he was like, I got 300 days sober. I got custody of my daughter back. And you're like immediately, and he goes, I clear $1 million a year. If you two want to learn how to clear $1 million a year,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Get your daughter
fucking
back.
pussy, get out of here. You couldn't handle it. And then I get the ones that are like, let me tell you something. When it was drugs and alcohol, I would run you over with my car for drugs. I would do anything for drugs. And then I go, and they're like, but I got God first, family second, my church third. And then I'm like, and you are still one key bump away from sucking my dick. Like, let's be clear. Like, you're not there. You didn't fix the fucking problem.
Also, I run you over my car to get drugs. You can just buy it.
Yeah.
You don't have to hurt anybody. You just
but
buy it from a
it's
dealer.
all I get are sobriety stories. Every now and then I get to go, like Nick Swartz, and I've said this to Nick, so I don't mind sharing. When Nick talks about not drinking,
Nick doesn't drink either?
oh no, but man, and I once again,
He's sober.
He's sober,
What?
but he's good,
He's really like
and
changed in
That's
a good way.
fair. No,
He's-
yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
His fun days of drinking were a long time ago.
I mean, I'm not going to tell any Nick stories out of school, but if you listen to the Blocks podcast he did with Neil Brennan, my favorite part of the Blocks podcast, because only a real drinker would think this would shade it, is he goes, Nick, and Neil's like, what's it like when you are having like a real drinking time? He goes, I don't know. I get up around like 9, go to the bar, and Neil goes, 9? And Nick goes, maybe 10. As if
As if
10's
that's
like,
better.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's
so
fine.
good. Yeah.
But all these kids these days, they're not drinking. They're all microdosing, and it's like you're not. I mean, listen, I just think, part of the fun of drinking, and I wish marijuana offered this. Like I was talking to someone about starting a weed company, but here's what I want. I want such low dose weed at the same ratio as alcohol.
It's coming back.
Do
You
it.
can keep doing it.
So you do
No,
it.
that's coming back. Low weed, shitty Mexican weed. It's coming
I
back.
want low weed because part of the fun of drinking is doing it. Do you want another
Passing
one?
it.
Do you want another one? Do you want to, hey, one more before you go? That energy. The thing when you take 10 milligrams of an edible, then you're done. And you're just like, well, the imbibing is gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, right. Yeah, you can't keep running it.
And I got to be honest with you, and I'm being very real. 10 milligrams is a lot for me. I can't do 10 milligrams and enjoy it. I'm a 5 milligram guy. Quite often, 2.5 and then fucking drink on it and then take another 2.5.
And then you're chilling.
But like, alcohol is such a brilliant social lubricant in life. I mean, I've met so many people on planes, in bars. So many great times are had when that person breaks their willpower and goes, fine, fuck it, let's have a drink. And all these kids are missing out on that. And they're just like, I got up, I worked out, I'm this, I do. And it's all based off these dudes they saw in the military, put out like these channels where they're the manosphere. You don't need alcohol, you just need to work out. Let me show you a kettlebell complex. And you're like, what the fuck? It makes no sense to me.
So you're going to go hard in.
Yeah.
And
you're
then
allowed to, there's no ease back up. You're allowed to, once they say July 12th, you're just allowed?
Well, I'm in production.
I don't know about
I think
any of
I'm in
this.
production in July. So
Definitely.
I'm afraid to go off the bend. Go on, like if it's a weekend, I may go on. I'm gonna fucking just take a fucking and then fly home. And then there's part of me that says, don't cheat it. Like don't cheat it.
Yeah.
This is my first time drinking. What I may do on July 12th, right? Have one beer to break the number, to get rid of the number. The number fucks you up. The number fucks everyone up in AA. The number is what fucks you up. The number. I talked to someone the other day.
How many days you've had sober?
He goes, 375 days. I went, what? And he goes, 375 days. I
What is
wish
that,
I'd never started counting. And I was like, really? He goes, the number's fucking me up. He goes, I don't have a
streak.
problem. But he goes, I'm obsessed with the number.
I get that with Duolingo because I just don't want it to
Oh,
break.
you were joking. You weren't joking. Duolingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens with
You
Duolingo?
get a streak going
You get a streak
consecutive
going.
days.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't want to break my streak, so I have to, people weigh in.
And they do that
At
on-
11:30 p.m.,
It's
you'll hear the
orchestrated.
sound a bunch in bars. You'll hear that Duolingo. I got to get my streak. It's almost midnight.
Yeah. Are you on it too? Jesus.
It's so good.
He's doing this just for you.
I love it. I love it.
Fuck.
Wait, do you have a streak?
I just stopped at 4 years, and then I'm done. I'm just like, I got to 4 years, I'm out.
It's a total. It's engineered. You know, it's like really.
Oh, I love
they
that
know what it
I love
does.
that it's about to happen to you.
What?
It's about to get warm.
Yeah.
And you're about to melt into your seat, and a thunderstorm could come running up on you, and you wouldn't fucking move. A shark could swim up to you, and you feel confident enough to push its nose away. I love that.
How great is it being drunk and it's raining out, and you're just like, I'm fine. Let's just stay here, guys. I'm
Drunk
fine.
in the rain is good.
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The rain especially.
Everyone's like,
It's
come on,
amazing.
come in. You're like, I'm fine.
We were driving through Greensboro, North Carolina yesterday.
Hometown.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I lived there till 4th grade. College 7.
That makes so much
Greensboro,
sense.
College 7.
We're driving. Drink water. We're driving from the arena to this place where there's a mural of me.
Yeah.
A woman did this beautiful mural of me. It's huge. It's on the.
What?
It's like fucking 100 feet big.
What?
I know.
In Greensboro?
In Greensboro. Just type in Greensboro, North Carolina mural Bert. I'm sure it'll come up. So I'm driving there, and I saw. Like I'm only gonna call him Lithuanian because that's what he looked like. 5'6", shaved gray hair, shorts, no shirt, belly, and he's in the middle of yeah, that's the mural.
That's a mural.
Yeah.
Jesus,
on the side of a
man.
building. Yeah, so I was going to see that.
You look good there.
And this guy was sitting in a parking lot with a tall boy and a cigarette, barefoot in a bathing suit and a lawn chair, and he was just sitting there and nothing, just drinking by himself. And I went, that's so sexy.
So sexy. It's crazy. That's a crazy mural, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I got to give the shout out to the girl who did it.
Hold on.
Jenna Rice.
Oh, Jenna Rice. Yeah, Jenna. I met with her yesterday. She's awesome. I'm gonna have her do one of Leanne, but in the AI Leanne,
and put it on a wall.
And we'll do a big one on a wall of Leanne in bikini.
You're gonna hire her to do that?
Yeah. Do a big one and don't tell Leanne about it, and then just be like, "Holy shit, that looks like you." And Leanne will be like, "Wait, that is me." I go, "No, that can't be. Why would that be you? Who would pay to have a mural
LA?
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Really funny.
That's so
Especially
funny.
if you do it in the neighborhood, like somewhere close.
And she'd be like, "God damn it!"
Every time she turns on to Ventura, she's like, "What the fuck?"
The side of a Vaughn's.
Yeah. Next to Ponyboy Curtis.
That's really funny, dude.
I'm so jealous that you're drinking right now.
I'm doing it to make you jealous.
Oh,
I'm not generally a AM drinker.
It's crazy.
Unless I'm with you, and then it's so fun. You drink so well. I'm the only one who's consistently said you should not give up drinking.
Yeah.
You. This reminds me of how much fun it was when we went to the national championship game.
Going to Topgolf first.
Do you remember?
That's when I realized like you do doubles at a 2-to-1 rate to our singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't count doubles as a double. I just consider it a drink.
But you do doubles. You're like, give me 2 Tito's doubles.
Yeah.
And we have 1 Tito's single.
My favorite moment in all of that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's now.
So
I have a couple of really.
For those who
favorite
know, we
moments.
went to the national championship game, Alabama versus Georgia.
It was an
overtime,
amazing game.
6 game because these 2 pieces of shit got below obese for a bet.
Yeah.
Because they managed to get not obese.
We had some great moments.
Yeah.
We stayed in the 4th Ward. I know where we stayed now because I've lived in Atlanta. We stayed in the 4th Ward.
Okay.
It's being gentrified. That's how we got that place.
We started it.
Yeah, we did. We were right across the street from
2019?
Ebenezer Baptist Church.
Wow. Nice house.
And we had that moment in the liquor store where the Prince song was playing and everyone in the liquor store started dancing.
What?
But my favorite part out of anything, is when we got Miss Pat called and said, "Get to the game early. The line is crazy."
Yeah.
And we get to the
those
line.
Are 2, by the way, if you're looking at this picture, those are 2 not obese people. That's how much space you got
Yeah.
just to get the fat.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
We get to the game and Trump shows up. And the line is not even a line. It looks like Vietnam in 1970.
It's like they're all trying to get out. Yeah.
It's crazy.
When remember I Am Legend, they're all trying to get to the helicopters, and he's like, I gotta. That's what it was.
I've never seen anything like that.
I love this so much. Go ahead.
And
I love it.
And Tom says, "What if there's 2 black kids in a blue coats that are just standing there? They're not doing anything.
They're like security or something. They work for the.
They do something official,
yeah.
but we don't know what they do. It's all white people going to this national championship game. Tom gives them $300 each and goes, "Will you guys walk us through this crowd?" And they're like, "Bet." And so these 2 young black kids start going, "Excuse me, excuse me."
It was such a good move.
And people were like, "What are
they doing?" He goes, "ESPN, we got to get them in right now. We got to get them in right now." And then
trailing,
and then my favorite moment ever is
as people start getting mad.
As people are getting mad. We are in the center. We have made such great time. We are in the center.
Everyone behind us sees. And was like, "What the fuck?" But we're past them. We're past anyone who's angry. We're past them.
And this white woman goes, "Who the fuck are they?" And he goes, "Ma'am, they're famous." She goes, "I don't know who they are." And he goes, "They're famous." She goes, "You only hired those 2 kids because they're black and you knew he wouldn't say anything." And the 2 black kids go, "We're out." And they left.
They left us there. They left us right there. They go, "Yep, we might be in trouble for this. We're out of here."
And then we were stuck standing next to that woman.
Oh, right there. Right next to Karen number 1.
Oh yeah.
And then people are like, "I have never heard of you." And then Bert goes, "My name's Tom Segura."
Yeah.
And you were like, "Bro,
Google
do
me. I'm
not."
on Netflix, motherfucker.
I remember that. God damn, that was very fun. That was such a fun time.
What a fun time and what a game.
I remember sitting on the back patio smoking.
You got
cigars
nice
and,
ones. I think you got Davidoffs or something.
Yeah,
Cool
that was
ones.
fun.
And it was like, wow.
And I remember being cold. when we were outside.
Because you guys weren't obese anymore. So it was like,
how much do you think I
it's
weighed
freezing
then?
out here in Atlanta.
Yeah, it was cold.
How much do you think I weighed then?
Probably like 230.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Then?
Look at that.
What do you think it is?
3.
Three.
Low 3. Low 3.
Wait,
I'm not
are you
going to go
talking about
nuts.
Tom or me?
I'm talking about you.
There was no way Tom was 220 pounds in that picture.
No.
I didn't say I was.
Wait, what are you?
Wait, what's
When?
not obese?
Here? I
Not
don't
obese
know.
was.
What's not obese for you guys?
Hang on.
Do you remember?
I'll give you the exact. I'll tell you exactly how much I weighed. I took measurements back then.
You have the measurements?
You keep them?
100%. I keep them all.
But you'll know your weight, though?
Oh, boy.
Watch this. Waist.
You'll just know your measurement.
No. What date? I know everything.
Sure.
That was September 30th.
No.
October 31st, 2017.
That's
the weigh-in date.
weigh-in, but this is in
You gain. This is fatter.
January.
This is fatter.
This is January of
Okay.
the next year.
I had to be under 216 pounds.
In
get
that
not
photo?
obese.
No.
to be
that-
not obese.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys were cutting weight was so funny.
I know.
So you were like, I'm getting
That
there.
is the
I'm getting
impetus.
there.
That is the impetus of Porosos, really, honestly.
Yeah.
Because what happened is, I said I was going to lose weight and I was going to drink the whole time.
You do it the right way.
I was like, I will drink Tito's and sodas the whole time.
Yeah.
Now I know that I talk shit, but at the time in 2016,
17 was the weight loss thing.
16 was the weight loss challenge. 2016 was
It
the weight
was?
loss challenge because my machine story went viral that week. that same
2016.
week.
I left for Myanmar in 2017, and I found a computer at a place and started a new email account. It's like, guys, I will pay you, but I
Yeah.
left. I'll pay your bet.
2016.
I thought it was 17.
2016, Tito's was a popular brand of vodka, but they weren't as big as they are today. And I had met a dude on a plane who got a Tito's and soda, who told me about Tito's, and he was a male model. And I started drinking Tito's because of that weight loss. Because he goes, I can drink it and not gain weight.
Oh.
And I said, I'm going to drink Tito's that whole fucking weight loss, and I did. And I went out on a limb, and Tito's people started showing up to my shows, giving me gift baskets. And then I reached out to Tito's and was like, yo, I'd like to be I know brand ambassador wasn't a thing, but I'd like to work with the company. And Tito, word got back to me. Tito, the guy, his real name's Bert, said,
What?
Tell him to go fuck himself and stop drinking Tito's. And I went, huh?
That was a message that was relayed to you?
Yes. And I went,
Do you think he was-
I go,
do
are
you
you
think he
being
was-
serious? And they're like, yeah.
Do you think he was drunk off Tito's?
I don't know.
Angry?
I think he was like, I don't know who
What?
the fuck this. Well, let's be honest. He did build his own brand. He did build his own vodka. He did it all himself. He's got some guy saying, this guy Bert, talks about your vodka a lot. And then he's like, well, fuck him. I mean, why not? Fuck him. Tell him to go stop drinking my vodka. I don't give a
But
fuck.
was that explicitly said to you? Like,
Yes, yeah,
go
100%.
fuck himself?
And then I stopped drinking Tito's because of it. Wow. And I was like, well, I can't drink Tito's now. I don't like the guy. And I wasn't looking for like a brand deal. I wasn't looking for $1 million. I was looking to be involved with the company somehow because I was such a brand ambassador. And so when we started Porosos, I was like, you know what? Fuck Tito's.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Fuck Tito's.
I mean, I hate it because I had so many good memories of drinking Tito's back then, but
well, this is better product, so fuck.
let me tell you, if you're a young kid and you're like, yo, I want to work with Porosos, you will not hear me say, tell that guy to fuck himself.
You should do that to somebody high level. Mr. Beast. You should tell him to fuck off.
No
You don't need his
way.
help.
Jimmy?
You don't need his fucking help.
Do you know how much I need Jimmy in my life?
Fuck Mr. Beast. Porosos. I'm their brand ambassador now.
There's a bunch of kids that all get fucking faded and then run in the morning.
Yeah.
I love those kids.
Get drunk run?
They all do it. And there's a dude in Austin who does it. His name's Bender. His last name's Bender.
Perfect.
So, real quick, The End
The End is out now.
is out on ymhstudios.com.
TheEnd.ymhstudios.com. Everybody's in it. It's great. I don't forget what to say.
No.
Shane.
Just that you have an
Everybody.
incredible lineup, and the
it's so
stories
good.
are awesome. Yeah.
And there's a prologue in there that you guys will get for free, unless you just buy the Nate episode. The Nate episode is a clean episode.
Oh, right.
We managed to get a clean episode.
That's smart. That's smart.
It worked out thematically.
But he's not, I mean, he's clean. He just doesn't curse. He's still funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want people hearing this and going, clean, I'm out. It's
No.
still funny as
He's
shit.
hilarious.
But any other episode you get the prologue too. But get the whole season for the discount. Do you know, I was looking at my bumpers I recorded like in South America.
Yeah.
Like, knowing this will come out, like save some podcast. So with Bobby Kelly, I just did one. I was like, the price is $10 each, $9.99, $50 for the season. And then now I got to be like, hey, Tom told me that's crazy. He said $50 for a lot of people is a week's salary, and they can't afford that. You told me that people are struggling, they're poor, that everyone's poor except you, and that $50 is just too much.
That's
they
what
need
I
to
make.
put
I make
gas
about
in their car.
$50 a week.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
So
great.
it's now $24.99 for the whole, $30 for the whole season, and $6 an episode.
Great deal. That's all I'm about, man. Save those shekels and just spend them when you can. It is actually it's a totally great price for what you put together. So make sure you check it out. It's on winemakestudios.com. Please sign up at twobears5k.com for the May 9th 5K. Bert, myself, a bunch of people. There's going to be music. There's food. It's a great time. It's at the Rose Bowl. It'll
We'll
be
have
great.
Porosos there. I won't be drinking it. I think I'm going to smoke
You still
weed.
won't drink Oh man,
I got to figure out a reason to smoke weed.
I know one.
Why?
Get Snoopy Dog to come in off some sort of like a zip wire, something fun, maybe even a golf cart, and then light a blunt, hand it to you, and drive off.
I would love Snoop to break my weed sobriety.
You can't smoke weed either?
No, I can now. I can. But I haven't because I don't have a reason. Like I've just been like, well, I don't need it to go to bed, and I don't need it to unwind. I just want
You should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
92 days today.
Incredible.
The number.
Well, mazel or whatever you guys say.
Like I say,
And,
you know a lot about the only stuff you've learned about cultures is the shit on
Ein
them.
papers, please, or what do you guys say?
Papers? No, that's a different.
Okay, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call Two Bears, One Cave.